Okondedwa, welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Melanin Queen's Corner with your girl, Abby, the Melanin Queen. On today's episode, I'll be highlighting on the just ended SEM, the African Creative Market, the Kwimbo National Arts Festival, and the Creative Industries Business Summit in partnership with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts. Not forgetting the National Arts Council and NAMA. Yes. So I want to start by saying thank you to Dr. Inya Lao for bringing the SEM here in Zambia. You know, Zambia was the host country and yeah, it happened, Vinachitika. It was a successful event and I am really, really grateful on my side. And I know my fellow creatives are also grateful for you bringing this major event, like this creative convergence to happen here in Zambia. You know, we need a lot of brains like you, Dr. Inya. We are so grateful. We thank you. You know, I can go on and on to appreciate you. Like, it feels like I've known you on a personal level, but you know, I won't say much on this platform, but hey, you are a great woman and we appreciate you. So now straight into the reason why we're having this episode here today. First and foremost, I want to talk about the organizing of the event. I would say it wasn't really, it lacked a lot of professionalism, especially that we had a lot of delegates coming into the country, and not only delegates coming in, but also even our local celebrities, our local producers, writers, all those people with high profiles that were attending the SEM. First and foremost, registration. Whatever it is that was happening with the registration process and the procedure, I didn't like it. It would have just been better if the whole thing was an open invitation to the general public, other than putting registration online and everything else, because a lot of people didn't get it. And that's why I think a lot of people didn't come, because there was a lot of controversy when it came to the registration purpose. And of course, the tags and everything else, you know, it was very difficult to identify who was VIP, who was the delegate, who was this, who was that, because you know, find that a VIP delegate has got an attendee's card. I mean, who does that? That was really, really, really not good. And then secondly, I want to touch on our local creatives. I was so disappointed with the fact that I did not see musicians. Yes, I didn't see musicians at the SEM. So we have the likes of Yomaps, you have got the likes of Dreams, Mr. Music, we've got the likes of these big artists. This event was designed for us artists, and it was very disappointing that you people did not show up. I mean, what message are you sending to the world? They bring you such a big event and you don't want to attend. Like, cinema artist, we mtuze wapamia muzika. The fact that so it's better we start counting you out as artists, because you disappointed us. This was not just for actors and poets and writers and everything else, but it was for every creative in the country. Next time we'd want to see you at the front of these events, because it carries a lot of weight. I mean, just the name Yomaps being attached to such an event, it would have even brought a lot of people like wanting to come and see what the event was all about. But because such big names were not part and parcel of the event, it really crashed with the outcome of the people. And then the other thing that I want to talk about is how our local people were treated. We have the likes of Tisa Piri. I mean, she recently got an award at the National Academy Media Awards, and the next day she's chased out of the VIP lounge at the Maribe VIP tag. What? Oh, guys, put some respect on her name. Put some respect on her name. That did not just happen to Tisa Piri. It happened to a lot of big people, and it was so embarrassing. So next time, I don't know how you're going to work on structuring this whole thing, but make sure you know who is VIP. You have got a list of people who are VIP. And of course, not just the list, you know them by heart to say, okay, this one is VIP, this is an attendee. Because at the end of the day, what you just did was, you just caused a whole fracas at the event. Nikaina vambi vokamba. This one, you know, it's coming straight from the heart. And then the other thing that I also didn't like about the event is that our local creatives did not have a touch to whatever it is that was going on. I mean, I don't blame whoever was organizing, but I just wanted to see collaborations like Zambian creatives and Nigerian creatives working hand in hand in order to bring this thing to life. You know, some of these faults that we have is because maybe we didn't have our very own like tap into the vision, because how does things work when the host country does not have a touch into understand, but sibipanga sense ngati ine let's say ine munyumba mwanga pabwera mlendo ine nambe kunirulinga. Like that doesn't work. It can't work. What just bets from there is confusion. Confusion. And then why didn't we have a lot of Zambian people on the panels? Why didn't we have people on these panels as panelists? Because this was supposed to be a collaborative event. You know, just the title itself, if it's the theme or what, but creative convergence. It means bringing together creative minds, working together, putting things on the table. I mean, talking, like having discussions like peer to peer, and of course, just coming together as one. But there was a lot of segregation, I would put it. Zambians were put on this side and these ones on this side. It was like Zambians can't cross this line and these ones can cross, but Zambians cannot cross. I think that's my main observation of the event. Like, we didn't have a touch. We were not part and parcel of whatever it is that was happening. In fact, it was us who were the guests and not the host. Event. Instead of us being the host country, it felt like we were the guests that came in to we guys. I think in Chokeko KCM, if I couldn't BP, let me go to the Kwimbo. Kwimbo, number one that I didn't like was time management. I remember people were told to be at the showgrounds at 8 hours, and the show was starting at 15. That was very, very unprofessional. And you know what that caused? It caused very little turnout of people. Ni wangono wantu wanabwera ku Kwimbo first day because wantu wambiri wenze kuseni, so wantu wanalema wanaenda. And then by the time the show was starting at 15, inapopezeka nishi wantu waenda kudala. So kana pane mwenzo panga ma video ya jolangiza kutati ya ini Kwimbo kapena vizoneka bwanja nchwa si vina wame no wame ndafa audience kwenzelibe. There was no audience. So next time, please keep time. Performances that happened to Kwimbo, I won't say much about it, but I didn't like it. Second day was supposed to be a big day for everyone because it was the last day. But guess what? Our celebrities were thrown out of the VIP lounge. Kuwapisha so bonse kuwapisha kuwachosa VIP lounge ati wachoke. Bambemo one kuzishita identify. Who does that? How is it one? Like, honestly speaking, how can you send out the likes of Mr. Innocent Falaluka out of the VIP lounge and asking him to identify himself? Our guys, Sinawame, we had the likes of Jeremy, we had the likes of Kondwani Elliott, we had the likes of Mwaka Mugala, we had the likes of Samantha Zulu, a lot of people. And let me also talk about how do you make the PS sit at the back? No, guys, let's be professional. This one, Sinawame. You know, it was a thing whereby Nigerians vankala uku, Mazambians vankala uku. Like, okay, collaboration pajoroku, chitache conversative, zankala part. Already there was division. Vankala kwa beka. Your creative convergence is a part. Inesina everyone. I didn't see it. It was more like an event organized to make a name out of it. But I don't know what I can say, but I think that is the best way I could put it. And then the other thing is the next time when hosting these events, please get those people that are so familiar with how these events are held and hosted. Just research. Research mwebantu. That's why there is research. Mwachitako research mwana toke vindu vimankala bwanji. Noti mwavisi yache manje yabarendo. And then manje wabuwa vichite vionondika. I'm not even blaming them. I blame us as Zambians. Tichana ija disease ija. Yamene ijishukte. Iya indi wanima viziva. Imo mwankala sumu viziva. They'll step on you. They mwane vimankalila so chad. And then before I forget, let me talk about the panelists that were being put by my panels. It would have been so damn of me like to forget to mention these people. We have got Kondwani. We've got the likes of Kondwani Elliot Zulu, who went to Canada. He went to do theater for a whole good 4 months. I mean, you guys never saw it fit for him to be on that panel and just talk about his experience and, of course, what he sees and what he thinks of the Zambian theater. I think that was very, very, very bad. In the sense of bad. It was very bad for you not to consider such people being on those panels. We also have the likes of Jeremy. These are working actors in the country. You get it, right? These are working actors. We've got a lot of directors. We have got we have Mr. Frank Sibuku. We've got Mr. Paul S. Willow. We have Mr. Lee. We have a lot of directors that we would have just gotten to. And then we'll come back on a wave. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure Kapena stay invite on last minute. Kapena ni bunch, but please next time work on these hiccups that you've had. Review how everything else went. Okay, boni party, and just try to do some fill-ups next time when you're given a chance to host these events. With that said, I would just want to know what was the impact of this whole event happening here in Zambia. Like, what impact has it made on our people, on our creatives? That's my question. I think I will see you all next time on the Melanin Queen's Corner. But you know, I'll see you guys next week on the Melanin Queen's Corner. Make sure you tune in.